Hi, my name is Rob Burns. I'm going to be going over the different aspects of the monkey fist necklace. Basically, it's a great flow toy, great for meditation, also great for cardio exercise and as a self-defense tool. Um, it's also very easy to wear, fun to play with, and could save your life in an emergency situation. So basically, I want to go over the techniques for self-defense, and in that, it also becomes a very good cardio workout, very good arm workout. Um, I'm not ambidextrous, but I can do left hand, right hand now. So you get a good arm workout. It also comes in handy in a self-defense situation because it's always around your neck and very accessible. So let's say somebody grabbed you from this side, from the left side. You could easily have it there into a swing. That's what I call the first reaction swing. Can be from either side. You can also take it around that side. Can also, if somebody comes up behind you, you can hold it and hit like that. Um, that's a harder shot. You want to learn the basics first. So this is an introductory video series I'm going to be doing on the basic self-defense techniques. The first one we're going to do is short distance. So you have monkey fist like this, and what you always want to do is wrap it around the middle finger or the thumb or the pinky. Usually the middle finger works really well for most people when you're first starting out, and then you can graduate to the other ones. Now this is a basic flow swing that you'll do just for practice. It's good. I'll slow it down so you can kind of see it. Basically, it's this kind of motion back and forth like a pendulum almost, and then it goes into a circle. And then you're controlling it with your thumb, your index finger, and the rest of your hand pretty much. So you can switch it. Let's say you want to do a strike to the left or to the right. Go like that using the thumb. But if you want to go back the other way, then you want to hold it like this. So it gives you control. Now that's a short distance. Sometimes you can wrap it around several times. That gives you more power in a close self-defense situation where you're backing up and you just somebody's very close to you, where you don't want to give them the length so they can try to pull away from you. You don't have enough room backed up. Um, when you're in a short situation, you're going to be wrapping it around, as you can see, in between thumb and the index, or you can do another wrap through here, and that gives you a very good firm grip on it. Somebody can't get it away from you when you're in a close quarter situation. So one of the strikes that you need to practice is a left to right or a right to left. Practice them both opposite ways. Basically, it's a sweeping strike, about mid-range. So what you do is quick left to right, like that, or quick right to left. The second kind of defensive swing is an upward swing. Somebody tries to, grab you, and you can get off an upward swing. It can be an uppercut, or it can be below the belt, or for a low strike. But an uppercut swing is coming up like that. The next swing is like an over the top, that's what we call it, where you get it to come over the top of the head. It's meant to hit about right here, sometimes in the back, but over the top is like this, where you give it enough power to get up right here, and then kind of let go right here, and then you bring it down wherever you want. So a lot of power up here, let go, down. Now, the other kind of strike is a throw strike. So you have it in your hand with it attached like that. So as soon as you throw it, you kind of pull back on it and make it pop. So it goes that, and this is what that looks like. See if I can do it slower. So that's going to go pretty much bam, like that. So you can combine some of these, like left to right uppercut. And if you want to just do like a defensive, kind of get back, you don't know where it's coming from, so you can just kind of go back all over the place, cover a lot of distance. Now with like technical strikes, you're going to want to hit very hard. This is just kind of swinging around, and this is where the good cardio comes from. Just kind of playing with it. And this is how you'll learn to kind of control where you want it to go, because it can be kind of tricky at first. So I would recommend starting with one singular monkey fist until you get the hang of it, and then graduate to the double. Another thing about having a magnetic monkey fist is that it can pick up and throw things. So you have capability to have slingshot ammunition or something like that to do a projectile. I won't get into that right now because I'm indoors, but just so you know, that can be a whole nother class on itself. Okay, the next self-defense tool, flow meditation toy, and one of my favorites is the triple. So all the monkey fists need to be made so they'll be perfectly in a tiered order like this. Usually give about half an inch in between each one. And you can always, you keep the binding up here loose, so you can always pull it into shape and get it right. That allows you to keep their own lane, so to speak. They don't bump into each other as much. Also, when you do a strike, it comes down in an array to where all the contact surfaces hit, rather than bumping into each other. So as you can see, you can have a lot of fun just kind of playing around with it, doing target practice, throwing things up in the air, taking it down. The strikes when you add another one, it can be kind of difficult at first to get the hang of it, but it also allows you to have a controlling monkey fist that can be thrown separately, and I can get into that later, but basically it's for arm control. So if somebody has a weapon, say a knife, and they're coming at you with that, you can use one of the monkey fists to get around the hand and then control it. Once you have that, and it's not easy to do, that takes a lot of practice, and I'll show you that in a later course. You bring the hand to the chest or to the stomach, and then you have a free range with the other one, so it's a free shot that pretty much can't be blocked, while you're disabling somebody from using a knife or something like that. So it can also take a bat out of somebody's hand, whatever you're dealing with. So that's what is good about the third one. So some of the strikes are very similar, except you have an extra steel ball bearing you're working with. So It goes very differently. But those are the basic strikes. I'll get into some other ones later. But as you can see, it's a good tool, and you can use both hands at the same time. You know, get double workout. Then you have different strikes you can do from there. So, and one of my favorites, which took me a while to do, but when you come around both at the same time and make sure it doesn't hit you in the back of the head. So it takes a lot of practice. So don't start off with the double and triple and hurt yourself. It will take you a little while to master it, and it's a lot of fun, and go from there.